And hello and good evening here from London. Welcome to my show. This is, of course, Rebecca Nichols, and this is my Royal Treat show. This week on the show, I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about the way our language shapes our reality and how when we bring more awareness into our thoughts and our feelings and definitely use our more logical human side rather than what is called the chimp within us that's going to be running wild by emotions. And when emotions are coming to the surface, we might use language that's not really appropriate for the reality we want to create. So just we go with what we're used to saying, and we can sometimes be conditioned a little bit into believing that the words we use are appropriate or necessary or part of our vocabulary, and that just is what it is. And the reason I say it like that is because there's so many people in this world using so many different languages, but yet the one language that we all understand is love. And what separated us from love is the fact that we are separated from ourselves. So by connecting back to yourself, your higher self, by going on this journey, embarking of you as a being a different kind of being, you are going to have to shape your reality with your thoughts and feelings, words, etc. Actions, definitely. You're not going to be able to manifest anything without actions. So the first word I'd like us to just evaluate and think, do I really want that word in my life? And then just to break it down a little bit further, where has that word been used in your life? And do you hear it often? And who says it to you? Why do they say it? Or do you say it to yourself? So the word is should. I'm very wary of that word when people use it as well, because I think, we kind of get into a space of we know better then if we're shoulding people. Oh, you should be doing this, or you should be doing that. Or you should have. The should-haves. The should-haves and the have-tos. That's really, excuse me, what's pulling us away from our higher selves, our true selves, if that's how I look at it anyway. You see, when I stopped listening to the people who were telling me should and I have to's, then I started to really listen to the voice that was in with me and started going with the coulds and the possibilities. And that's another reason why we shouldn't should. It can often lead to resentment, to grow within yourself, or can cause resentment in other people's lives. It's not a good thing, and let people be responsible for their own lives and their own actions. Let people get on with it. No one needs your opinion, really. I mean, look, when we suffer because there's consequences to our actions, and that's the bottom line. But who's to say that we're not supposed to be going through those things anyway? Sometimes, we need to be struggling a little bit in our lives or going in a direction that's not so great for us in order for us to okay, right, I'm definitely on the wrong path here. But everyone's journey is unique, right? And so how much of that should we really be getting involved in? So metaphysically speaking, always make your expectations clear in terms of how you communicate with people, and be open to all possibilities rather than doing the shoulds and the have tos. Right. So this is something that I hear a lot and tends to be a blockage within the root chakra, but very much connected to the heart as well. These sort of languages and these words are going to be manifesting your reality. So this is why I say to people, don't ever affirm that something that you don't really want in your life, whether it be ill health, whether it be a financial situation or whatever. Don't ever affirm that as truth. Everything's temporary. So don't affirm that you're ever broke or poor. This is the next thing. This is how your language is shaping your reality. A lot of this work I do on the Live Like Royalty program, which I won't be opening up that program again until probably fall. I'll be doing another round of that. It's a 1 month coaching program with me, and we talk about intentions and desire setting on a deep level, and it's powerful. When you start affirming you're worthy and you're abundant, that's what happens. So if you're affirming always that you're broke or you're poor, the universe hears that and and thinks that that's what you want, right? So it's really, really important to be aware of your thoughts and feelings around and how you feel about money and what's your money story. And that's something, again, that I cover in all of my programs. It doesn't matter what program you involve yourself into. It's really about reprogramming the mind. In order for you to obviously attract what you want into your life, you need to start being that being now, not then, because it's never going to manifest. You've got to start being the person that you want to be right now, as if you already have what you wanted to have, if that makes sense. So affirmations are one way of correcting this language. Again, something that I work very closely with all my clients and students, because what you say you are is what you're going to become. Never. This is another word that is putting limitations on you and your reality. You're saying to yourself, well, that's not possible for me, and that will never happen, blah, blah, blah. Create boundaries, know what you don't want, obviously be really clear about what you do want, but then, never is so much like a dare. Can't go beyond never. So there's things that I said I'd never do or would never happen, and actually really did happen anyway, so you never know. Always open your heart to possibilities and always be in receiving mode. This is around a lot of the work that we do on the heart chakra is in receiving mode. So self-care and self-love and being the being you want to be for you and falling in love with you. So important, my darling. So important. So have you ever put shame on anyone or shamed anyone in your life? Have you ever felt shame? Has anyone ever made you feel shame? This is something I experience a lot within my reality. Even people that are close to me, shame. Not purposely, not intentionally, because I think we're just unaware of what we say. But we still put shame on people because we make them feel less of if we're not matching up to their expectations. And so this is where I say, don't put expectations or put any kind of human on a pedestal. I've done it. It's not nice. We're all out here. We can fail at any time. We get back up. We carry on. We're not perfect, but we try. And this is the healing journey. And when you put shame on people over their mistakes and you pass judgment, really and truly, you're only blocking your own abundance anyway. So that's really how I feel about that. And it's kind of a nasty one. It doesn't mean to be nasty, but someone say, well, that's a shame, or shame on you. It's not really putting that on another human being. And most of us wouldn't like it done to us either, really, when you think about it. So it's like having more empathy. And it doesn't really instigate change in a positive way. So, another one to think about. And last but not least, and a really strong word, and I'm very more aware of how I use this word, but hate's not a great word, is it really? And I think you could always use an alternative. I dislike this, I much prefer that. You can always look to see a positive rather than focus on what you dislike and what you don't want, or what's you've discerned and a vibration or an energy that's not really for you. You just have to judge it. You can just accept that's what that is and that's who they are, and you don't have to really get involved or talk bad or yeah, you just don't have to go there. So I hope that's been helpful. It's been a very, very short podcast. I promised that I would get a podcast out to you this week, and after not actually doing a podcast for a couple of weeks and then thinking really excited to get on a podcast, and then recorded it and there was no sound. So I've done a sound check. I've done a sound check today, so God willing, it's all good. And of course, darlings, get in the Coven. It's just opened. It launched yesterday. I'm going live again this evening. You've still got a chance to get involved. You can join any time. I put content in the Coven every single day, and it'll be various content, but it'll be stuff that really is going to help you and motivate you to being at that highest level of yourself, so that you can really aim for the stars and actually really live a life that, you know, most people would only dream of. You want to be in control of your life and of your freedom, and have freedom. This is what it's about. You know, getting in alignment is being your true self. And I'm not just talking about abundance in money, abundance in everywhere, every aspect of your life. Good health, good wealth, good living, you know, good friends, rich in areas and things that aren't anything to do with status or how much is in the bank. Different things, better qualities, longer lasting. So yeah, if you're ready for a different perspective on life, if you're ready for a higher vibe, and if you're ready just to go beyond the norm of what people say is and what isn't in terms of reality, then my darling queens, this is for you. I'm excited to take you on a journey and to get the best out of you, so you can start to really see things show up in your reality. You know, we are here for the good time. It's supposed to be passion. It's supposed to be pleasure. It's supposed to be fun, darling. Let's stay regal. Well, I will see you hopefully soon. I'll speak to you soon. I'll be over on the podcast again, no doubt. I'll be back as soon as I can, be back in this zone. And of course, I will be still over on the Instagram, and you can keep up with me over there behind the scenes and what goes on. I am on a serious countdown to motherhood again, a different kind of motherhood. Every pregnancy and every child brings us a different experience. It's never the same, is it? And so I'm really looking forward to what she'll bring me and what joy she'll bring me in my life. And it's a beautiful time. So thank you for your love and support. I love you all. I really appreciate you reaching out and connecting with me the way you do. It makes me feel very much loved and appreciated for the work that I do. So thank you. It means so much. And I will catch you soon, my queens, wherever you may be. Lots of love and light to you.